Hey everybody, it's Caregiver Dave. 5 minutes, let's say 3 minutes a day's hammock wisdom, and caregiverdave.com. And I'm just laying here. I'm so thankful that the sun has finally come out in Southern California. We're just not used to rain, day after day after day. And I'm laying on my hammock, which is my favorite place to lay. And I'm looking at the beautiful sky. It's blue. Spring is in the air. And things are blooming. Look at these little purple things blooming over here. I just love the springtime. It just does something to us humans, doesn't it? Anyway, I was reminded that we're in the midst of a pandemic. Hey James, hey Fran. We're in the midst of a pandemic, right? Stay-at-home orders. I'm a caregiver. My gas station is 50% down in sales. We have to wear masks. We have to have this sneeze guard plexiglass protection at the counter. We have to wear gloves. We have to have sanitizer all the time. We can't let people in the store if they're feverish or sneezing or anything like that. We close the restrooms down because the store is just such a small enclosed area. A lot of sick people were trying to come in and use the restroom. And then when they did, they stole our toilet paper. It pains me to have to close all that down. But yet in the midst of all of that, I'm here laying on my hammock as a caregiver, and I'm at peace. Peace that passes all understanding. Just me and my God and the nature around me. And you caregivers need to do that. You should not be stressing out at this time, okay? You have enough stress on your plate. You don't need to add the coronavirus and all of this stuff that goes with it along with it. There's a Bible verse that says, all things work for good to them that love the Lord and are called according to his purpose. Okay, the Bible's been around for thousands and thousands of years, people. There's a reason for that. It's got wisdom in it. And this is Dave's hammock wisdom. Hey, Molly. And I'm just telling you that you need to read it more. Because peace that passes all understanding, that's an old term, but it's basically saying if you're in the midst of a hurricane, right? What do they say about a hurricane? The center of the hurricane is the most peaceful place to be. It's like all hell is going on around you, and there's peace inside. And that's what I call upon you to do. Draw the peace in from nature, from God, from your mind, from your heart, okay? We're not being delusional. We're not living in a fantasy world. We acknowledge that there's stuff going on around us. But we can choose what we bring inside of us into this vessel, okay? And I choose to have peace all the time. In the midst of depression, in the midst of recession, in the midst of pandemic, in the midst of divorce. I'm not going through a divorce. In the midst of whatever you're going through. In the midst of your struggle with cancer, in the midst of chemotherapy, in the midst of bankruptcy, whatever it is, you can have peace inside. Because I went through, in 2008, several years of financial catastrophic events, okay? Almost had to do bankruptcy, almost lost my house, almost lost my business. And yet here I am, debt-free, and now going through a new challenge, 50% sales. But God is faithful. So I bestow that upon you. Go and do likewise. Have a great day.